So, James, another 3 points, 2 goals and a clean sheet. What were your thoughts on the performance?
I thought it was a good performance from the boys, especially first half. We started with a good tempo. Probably should have put the game to bed in the first half with a few chances, but I don't think they created too much. And we had, like I said, we had a good tempo for the game, straight out of the blocks. We've said a few times this season we've maybe not started some games too well, so I think today obviously showed how far we've come in the last few weeks, putting the performances together. Started well, and it was good to go in 1-0 at half time.
You touched on the tempo. In the second half there was a lot of physical tackles from the opposition, 2 red cards. Do you think the stop-start kind of like disrupted the flow and that sort of led to us not being able to put away some of those chances?
Yeah, definitely. We spoke at half time, to be fair, and we kind of knew the game was maybe going to go 2 ways. We was going to keep the tempo high, but we knew that they was going to do something different from the first half, which was maybe going to make the game go a little bit flat, which it did a little bit, as you see in the second half, and that was probably due to the stop-start, little niggly fouls, from both sides a little bit. We got drawn into it a little bit, as you do, which sort of slowed the tempo down of the game. But I still don't think we was under threat too much. I think we still controlled the game, just didn't create as many chances the first half probably.
Yeah, and you mentioned there about how we sort of got drawn into some of the kerfuffles as well, sort of looking at Trev, Justin's foul and things a few times. But how do you think the lads dealt with that, like mentally, and managed to settle back down and finish the game off strong?
Yeah, good. I think obviously it's always easy to get drawn into that. Once obviously a couple of your players take a few whacks, a few knocks. Obviously, a few lads on our team that we know they're playing like the middle of the park, and that they want to look after the lads. So they half obviously want to go and give one back to even it up. But I think we've done well. Obviously, Corey, captain, he kept everyone level-headed. He speaks to the ref, kept everyone level-headed, and obviously kept us out of that as much as possible, because we got drawn into, they had 2 red cards, quite easy for us to get drawn in and have a man sent off ourselves. So I think we did well just to stay away from it all.
And we've spoken about the team's performance as a whole. Let's touch on yourself. Obviously, grabbed yourself a goal, pretty much running the length of the pitch. Were you kind of thinking that maybe I'll run it into the corner and just waste a little bit more time, or as soon as you got the ball there, were you thinking I'm going for goal with this?
Well, obviously, when I didn't think it was a foul that Leicester give away, which gave them the chance to put the ball in the box. I mean, first thoughts was, we've had a good performance and it's going to ruin the game if they something that wasn't a foul, they put the ball in the box and score. So no thought about going and scoring, ball come into the box, and I happened to clear it. And I think just as I looked up, I kind of thought, I'm in on goal here. They gambled every player forward. And obviously as soon as I started running, the noise of the crowd, we had a few here. The noise was very, very loud. I think it gave me that extra yard, and then obviously was lucky enough to put it away. So buzzing.
And if we look past obviously today's game, for the first time in a while, we haven't got a Tuesday night fixture. We haven't got a Monday or a Wednesday night fixture in this league actually for once. So we've actually got 2 training sessions before next Saturday's game. I know there's a few niggles in the side, so do you think that little bit of a break is sort of vital for us to get players back fit and for the lads to have like a little bit of a break from matches? Yeah,
definitely. Like as you said, we'll still we will train. It's good to keep the lads together. We've got a good group. Obviously, we've seen a lot of each other recently, but it's obviously every time we see each other, it's like game day. Everyone's heads on, switched on, ready for the game. So it's nice to come to training and actually have a bit more of a social side to it. Have a little light session. Everyone can have a chat, bit of banter, and just keep spirits high. And as you touched on, it does give lads a chance to have a bit of a relax in the week and get ready for the following game rather than just game after game, which is what it's been like so far.
Yeah. Finally, you mentioned again about the social side of things. We've got to touch on the away day from the other day with all the fans coming on the team coach. Obviously, we spoke to some of the players beforehand at the end of the match about what they were expecting. But now that you've been there and done it, how was that experience? Getting to know the fans and having a few drinks with them.
Yeah, class. Obviously, away days is always tough for obviously fans to make the travel. Obviously, us players, we're playing for the club. Of course, we're going to go and represent the club. But I think it showed us players, how much it means to the fans here. It was great that they was on the bus, they was there. Obviously, we popped into town before we left to have a beer. So it was good to interact with everybody. Obviously, actually speak with fans. I think obviously they appreciated it, and we did. And yeah, it was a good crack. Obviously, good laugh on the bus on the way back. A few beers. So no, it was a good day out. And obviously, hopefully, I know the travelling in this league is not too far, to be fair. But hopefully, we can get a couple more away days like that, and it'd be good.
Actually, one more question. I've got to touch on it.
Okay, of course.
What were the team's thoughts on James's karaoke?
You know what? I'm actually going to put you up there. A few lads sung. I won't name any names, and they was poor. So yeah, I'll give you. You know what? We'll go a 7 there. You can have a 7.
Go a good 7.
And a few lads were down below 5. So yeah.
I'll take that.
Well, James, thank you very much for your time.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, mate.